All right, welcome back to Marshall Remodel. I've had a few people ask me to give a yard update, and there were some other questions about my yard. So for those of you who haven't followed along, I put this yard in with Ryan Knorr from Ryan Knorr Lawn Care. If you guys haven't checked his YouTube channel out, check that out. He does all kinds of stuff on how to take care of your yard, but he helped me put my yard in. We did it last September, so it's June now. So this lawn is 9 months old, and last summer we were in drought conditions, and it is coming great. So I'm just going to show you this part of the yard. I have treated for the weeds. You guys know, if you've watched, that this was nothing but brush, poison ivy. So for it to look like this, I'm pretty happy. But you can see that this is nice and thick grass, and we've had lots of moisture this spring. There are a few bare spots still, like right here there's a little bare spot, but I think once I have an opportunity, I'll plug aerate this. So overall, this part of the yard has really came in nice, and this was the thinnest of all of the yard. So the rain we've gotten this spring, I put 450 pounds of triple 19 per acre down. I have about 2 acres worth of yard, and I did it by renting a buggy from the local FS office. It's a lot cheaper to buy bulk fertilizer like that than to buy it in small bags, and I just pulled it around the yard with my tractor. So now let's go over and check out a part of the yard that I haven't treated for weeds yet. Actually, I just treated it yesterday because my wife and kids are out of town for 4 or 5 days, so I thought this would be a good time to do it. So as soon as they left, I treated these weeds, and they're already starting to die. So this part of the yard is really going to shape up. You see, I just have these thistles, a lot of thistles. This was all pasture ground, agricultural ground at one point, and then it was just let go, and it grew up in brush. So the main thing I wanted to do is get rid of all these thistles. Clover's pretty hard to kill, but I feel like I got a pretty good control of that. And then the other thing was the poison ivy. So one other thing to mention, when I planted this, up around the house I put straw on this slope to keep it from eroding. And where I did that, there's very minimal weed. Obviously it was too expensive to put it down on the whole yard, but this part of the yard came in really thick with very little weeds. But everything else has caught up to this at this point. And I think it's a matter of getting your seed in the ground at the right time, getting the moisture at the right time, you know, making sure you get the proper amount and type of fertilizer on it, and then getting your weeds under control. Some of the questions I got: I mow my yard at 4 inches. That's just what I like. I like a nice, thick, plush yard, so when the kids are out running and playing, you know, it's nice and soft, and I like the way it looked. So another question we got, or an inquiry, was what kind of mower I use and how long it takes me to mow. So I've had this mower since 2012. It's a Toro commercial Z Master. It's got a 52-inch deck on it, and I'm telling you, there are lots of good zero turns out there, but if you're going to have a big yard and an acreage, spend the extra money. I know they're expensive, but if you take care of them, they'll last. But get a commercial grade mower. You will make up so much time. So I'm guessing that it takes me about an hour and 15, hour and a half to mow this. I'm getting ready to mow right now, so I'll time it and I'll let you guys know. But every time I mow, I like to mow in a different direction. So I'll mow north to south one time, then I'll mow east to west, and then I'll mow angles. And one thing it does is I don't get bored mowing. I actually like to mow, but also it makes the yard, in my opinion, look pretty sweet. So we're gonna go ahead and get mowing. I'll set a timer, and at the end I'll tell you guys how long it took me to mow. so that's a wrap for the lawn update. Hopefully I answered any questions that people had. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer them. But if you guys are interested in lawn care and stuff like that, don't forget to check out Ryan Knorr's Lawn Care on YouTube. He is who helped me put in my lawn, and he does a really good job explaining how to take care of your lawn and all the ins and outs of it. But I'll continue to update on my lawn out here in the country and how I take care of it. But until next time, appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.